First, I'd like to say congratulations to Alabama. They got a heck of a football team. Nick does a great job, and they got really good players, and they play really well. And they made the key plays in the games at the times when there was momentum swings in the game. And when I said, we moved the ball at times, had opportunities to score, points, had to cap it, wish got a touchdown or so more in that first half. And then right before the half, had an opportunity, had it to a one-score game with about 3 minutes to go in the half. We're 21-13. They hit a 2-minute drive, hit a big play. We gave up too many of those, and we got to tackle better in space. But then we're moving it back again, and it looks like he makes I don't know if we threw it up to him. I made a heck of a play on the interception right there before half, and I get a field goal. But again, I thought our kids played hard. Thought we competed, but we got to understand when there's momentum swings. We had a couple short fields where we're at their 40 or our own 40 or 50 at midfield, and it's still a 1 and 2 score game. And we had opportunities to move the ball, and we just didn't. And then we'd punt it down, and then the defense, we'd give up 2 or 3 big plays, and they'd score. But then we'd come back and score again after that. But we had opportunities to really close it to a 1-score game and keep pressure back. We just didn't do it. We got to understand those times in the game and play better. But again, I thought our kids did fight. I thought they played hard. I think we got to play better. With the 2 turnovers were critical. I thought our special teams have really grown. I think our kickoffs, all of them were out. We kicked the ball really well. Our punter man was outstanding in the game. Had a 60-yard average. I mean, he's been kicking it that way in practice every day. Field goal kicker Seth, the young freshman, again comes in, hits a 52-yarder and another big 2 or 3 kicks in the game. Kicked very well. We caught the punts, did things in that regard. This offense and defense, they're a good team. They're a very good team, and their skill guys are very good. We didn't tackle as well, and they had yak yards after contact and then space yards when they had us missing. And but there was opportunities there. We got to do better on third down. We were only 3 of 12. They were 4 of 10, but we were only 3 of 12. I see there. Time of possession, we had it, and we had opportunities, but just got to play cleaner, got to play better. Their pass rush, they got some sacks, they got some nice pressure in there, and did some things. And we only, penalty-wise, we had 4 for 50 yards. Not too bad there. We got to keep cleaning that up, but it's not that far away as far as if we'll keep grinding. It's the next step. We learn from it. Again, that's a very good football team, and not happy, not satisfied, but we just got to clean a couple things up, and we got a chance to have a pretty decent team, in my opinion. I thought he competed and played very well. We had some design runs, and some were coming out where they were trying to rush so hard they create rush lanes, and that's something when you play a running quarterback, just like when Tua. A couple times those guys get out and you got to be careful how you rush them. But I thought he competed well. The first pass, he had pressure, had a guy wide open. He's getting hit, trying to get it forward. That guy makes a heck of a pick. The second one, I thought he made a great throw. It looks, I got to see it when he let it go. That was where we wanted to go with the ball. That was the hole we wanted. That was I can't wait and see what happened on that, but I thought he competed well. There's some opportunities, a couple throws I know, a couple of decisions I thought he could have came back, but when you play quarterback, that always happens. I mean, there's 1 or 2 throws or things. We had an opportunity, I thought we let one get away from us, a little play action route, deep route, right about midfield, down about their 30, we had a shot, and we just missed Jamon just a hair on a big play that really could have been a critical play in the game, but that's what I'm talking about. We got to keep fighting for those inches and make it, but for overall, I thought he competed and played a very solid game.
Jimbo, what do you think about the ejection of Donovan?
I got to see it. I don't know. I mean, when I looked on the big thing, it looked like he was trying to get his head to the side, and it was a shoulder shot. I couldn't see the crown. I mean, I don't know. And it looked like their guy lowered his head into him. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but I'm not arguing about it. I haven't seen it clean, and I think it was a tough call, and it hurts. And losing Dono really hurts you. That's a captain and a guy back there, and all your calls and all your checks and all the things that go on, that's a critical thing. But, hey, they said it was a penalty, so it's a penalty. I got to look at it and see.
What do you think Tua was so effective in his own game?
But he's good. I think he's good, and he's got good people around him. I think he's got really good people around him, and we didn't, trying to pressure him, and then he scrambled, and they got a good scheme, and they do a good job. I mean, he was very effective in what he did, and we got to play better. There's no doubt.
In terms of your tackling, how much do you all need to emphasize that in practice?
Oh, we do, and it's how you do it. But also you say tackling, but also assignments and how you read things. So when a ball's thrown, you're closer to a guy when you go to make the tackle. He doesn't have that much space. Or your leverage points, and some of those can come from a broken assignment, and then a guy gets extra space. So it's not just tackling; it's just the points before we get to the tackling point that we can be in a lot more reduced area to be able to get guys on the ground when we need to. But we'll continue to do that, and they got good skill guys. But we got all open field tackling, and today's football is critical, and we got to continue to get better at it.
With what Alabama's been able to do, how much do you use what happened today as a benchmark moving forward with your program?
Well, you always do. I mean, listen, they're the national champion. They're the team that everyone's shooting for and trying to be at, and you got to learn from it. Today's a growing experience, and like I say, you had opportunities. But the thing they do, what they're able to do now when they score points as much as they do on offense, they keep pressure on you. when you do before, and the pressure they can keep on you by always adding to the score. If you slip up, you have that one drive because they're still really good on defense. Everybody, we're talking about their offense. They're still a great defensive football team, and we had them 400 yards against them. Not many people do that. We moved the football and had opportunities, but if you come up short and kick a field goal, and then get a 3 and out, and all of a sudden they score, they just keep that. They keep staying ahead 2 and 3 scores, and it puts pressure on you as a team, and they do a good job of that, and that's what they do.
Coach, you limit timeouts at the end.
I'm sorry?
Why the timeouts at the end?
Trying to score points. Game ain't over. You play the next play. Why not? Let me ask you this. Why not?
I'm just asking you.
No, I'm not being serious. Why would you not? You got to play to play. You can score points. You can play. So you tell your kids to go play every play hard, give everything you got, and you're going to let the clock run out. And they can play another play and score another point. I ain't what competitors do. I ain't what Texas A&M's going to do. Texas A&M going to play the horn blows. That's the way you teach it. That's the way you coach it. That's the way you are. It's not about that. I mean, it's about playing hard and teaching. Don't talk intangibles and talk it, and then don't live it.
Coach, you limited their run pretty good. How deflating is it then to give up those big plays?
Well, that's the thing. It is deflating, but that's the thing. When you commit to it, and they got 3 skill guys and a tight end and a back. I mean, they create one-on-ones, and the quarterback is a heck of a player. He's very accurate, and he creates plays with his legs. I mean, they're on offense. They're fully loaded, as you say. I mean, right now with what they can do, and they cause you problems. They're a good football team. It is. I mean, you try to pick and choose, and hopefully you could get them to miss a ball here and there. And we did later on, but key moments they didn't.
What do you love about your teams in the first 4 games of the season?
That we play very hard. They can be a very good football team. They have competitive spirit. They have grit. They have skill. There's a skill level there that we've moved the football. We've played the top 2 football teams in the country, and we've moved the ball up and down the field on both of them. As far as being able to have opportunities, I mean, it's not like they're great teams, but we moved the ball and had chances to score points in the game. We compete. Our guys know at times they can. That we just have to be more consistent. We got to understand how every play counts, and when you play these caliber teams and good teams, you cannot let any inch slip away. You got to play every play of every second, and we're learning to do that, and hopefully getting better. I think we're growing. I really do.
You feel like the back end, the personnel is there, that there's things that you can.
Well, we'll look at it and evaluate and see, and then what we're seeing what we're doing. But yes, I do. I still think there's very good players back there. And you got to remember, I hate to say this, you lost one of your very best players and your team leader right off the bat in the first quarter. The guy makes a lot of checks, puts guys in place, and does it. Now we got to get him to stay in the game. I'm not saying that was a good call back. I couldn't really see it. I don't know what y'all probably seen it 100 more times than I have.
Coach, I know that the second half dictated you guys throw the ball more to try to
Yes.
get back, but in the first half, no running game inside from Kellen. How tough is
Inside, well, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to have a hard this. When they play 2-4 eyes and they're 310 pounds, you got a big nose guard, inside the tackles, it's hard to run football. Always has been. Name me somebody that's ever done it. They don't ever. You got to get to the edges on that defense and what they do, and you got to create quarterback runs. That's the teams that have always caused those problems because that's the style which they play. And they play 2 big backers. So you got 5 guys and 4 gaps that are really good football players that are very physical inside. So inside runs are very difficult. You got to do it to make them respect it. And we popped a couple, 3 and 4 yard gains and got some things in there. But that's their style, what they play. When they play that 34 with 2-4 eyes in the nose and them 2 backers, that's 5 guys and 4 gaps. And then they create the edges and how they play it through. So they understand how to play the run and get the safeties down in there.
You've played now Alabama and Clemson. How do you feel the gap is between Alabama and Clemson?
Oh, I don't know. They're both outstanding teams. They're both outstanding. I'm just trying to focus on us getting better.
I feel like Alabama might be a cut above everybody.
No, I'm not. I don't know that. They're both really good football teams and have done a great job.
Anything else on the game?
Jimbo, are you discouraged at all by what happened?
No. I'm unhappy that we didn't play better in some critical times. I'm not happy that I got to coach better. As coaches, we got to play, and the players, there's some critical moments there. We got to think a little better and understand what we're doing. And that's our job to get them there. I'm not discouraged. No, far from discouraged. I'm actually encouraged about things we can do.
Good. All right, Coach. Thank you.